Ooh, interesting. Alright, well, there's just a whole load of darkness over there. But let's step outside. And this, oh no. There's a straight up gaggle of faceless media consumers. And there's one television. So, over here, fortunately for us, is a TV store. Or maybe like an electronics department. It's a Circuit City, let's say that. We're gonna turn that on, and only that one. And then we're gonna turn this one on and hope that they don't notice us. And by on, I mean off, so. Yeah, you can hear that one. Nice. So while they're transfixed to that, we are gonna take this one on. And now that those two are gone, the background is gonna get a little antsy. So we step on through. And be prepared to cheese it. We made it. Oh man, we're getting close though, man, let me tell you. So as they step forward through more dilapidated buildings and couches where they're not supposed to be, we climb up here and hope to God we can find something pertaining to 6. But as it stands, there she is. The tall man has returned, and he took 6 again, but she's still quote-unquote fine for the time being. However, be very quiet. Because if he sees you, so as you can tell, anytime the thin man gets near us, the world around us starts shaking and shattering and becoming extremely staticky, and it's a telltale sign of when he's near and when he's not. So as we continue on through this area, it's time for us to do a little bit of quick thinking again. We're gonna take this and have to bring it all the way over here, and if you're not too careful, you might get caught. So I'm gonna go and pull this off, and everything is in slow motion, which is fantastic. Love that for myself. Get out of there. Oof. Okay. Now, even though we're weirdly enough on a train that seems to also be suspended over the street, we're not gonna be alone. Get ready to run for your life. And so, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Allison Cruz, and welcome to Little Nightmares. After what is bound to give us long-lasting brain damage, if not permanent, it's time to take on the Tall Man once and for all. And with the help of the glitched remains, presumably of sixes, we stand to fight him alone. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Allison Cruz, and welcome to the final chapter of Little Nightmares 2. As it stands, we just defeated the Tall Man, and for all intents and purposes, it has now led us to the signal tower. And this just looks like a high-pitched fever dream of a mixture between Alice in Wonderland and maybe even Labyrinth, starring David Bowie and Jennifer Connelly, I guess. Oh. But where one door closes, another opens, and it's filled with music. So this first section isn't really all that bad, but it makes you wonder, what else is there? I guess we're still trying to find Six, and hopefully we're able to rescue her, but we're gonna have to find her first. So, going through these doors, what you really kind of want to notice is once there start becoming more and more, there's a little secret that the game doesn't quite let on until, you know, they let you figure it out. So every door we've been into so far has given us music, and if you step into it, ooh, you get an unpleasant little shock, and it sends you back a couple rooms that otherwise seem identical. So, in Legend of Zelda fashion, you've got to go through the doors that are playing the music box, which includes going backwards in some situations where it might not necessarily seem like the correct way to go. And here we are. So, yeah, not all that difficult to pick up on, especially if you're wearing headphones where the silence itself is a clue. But yeah, you can explore and look around, but it's just a lot of warped imagery and just not really a lot to look at. So we'll go here and ooh, what is in this? Another staircase. Dance magic, dance magic. If only I had a small puppet baby here to throw up into the air with a bunch of other Muppet babies, then man, I'd be having myself a grand old time. So we have a closed door. We're gonna go ahead and open this without stepping through all the way, because you can kind of see yourself glitching through on the other side. This is the door that's open, and you have to push it all the way in order to make it through, right? Uh-oh, maybe it's not that one. It must be this one. Yeah, all right, well, I'm a dum-dum. Now we can do it. Here we go. Yeah, I was getting a little too ahead of myself there. This is like an old Scooby-Doo cartoon or something. So do I go into this one? Yep, it's always the last one you check. And yet another one. 6, we're coming for you. We're gonna save the day, don't worry. That is if there's anything left of her to save. Okay, so this is kind of interesting actually. We're gonna go ahead and push this plank down so that we can make our way to the upper sector there. But I think the first way is actually, yeah, it's down here. So the first time you play this, you might not think to knock that plank down, but it brings you up here where you otherwise can't do anything. It'll just start you over, or you could fall into the pit. That would always be interesting. Just die via purgatory. But we'll go back into this one. Yeah, that's pretty obvious. And it brings us over here. Oh, yep, it is this one. Nice. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, as we tackle the final staircase and reach a hallway of unintelligible merit, it's time to go face to face with our old friend 6. And after all this time, after the corruption of the tall man, who knows if she's anything like she was before. The music box that she was playing with at the beginning of the game. She doesn't want to give it up. Well, what we need to do is call her over. Just like we've done 26 times before. And maybe do it one more time. She doesn't seem to want to hurt us. But what she was hiding was a hammer. And what we can do is bring it over and put an end to this infernal racket. Okay, so now that we've made it here, there is an axe And I have a door that could use some questioning right about now. So, we're gonna go ahead and take this, and it's time to finish the fight. Destroy the music box and set 6 free. So you have a couple different ways to go about doing this because she's just not gonna let you do that anymore. If you get close, she will wreck you. So what you want to do is essentially bait her into going into one side. So usually you want to do it like over here and then keep running. And sometimes this can be real gnarly, but now we're back here. Just pure darkness, silence, and my thoughts. So you can go left or right. It really just kind of loops in on itself like an old retro game. And nonetheless, you will still find yet another axe. So I say it's time to bury the hatchet into this damn door. It's not going to lead me anywhere. It's like, what is this? Monsters Inc. / Kingdom Hearts? No, it's not. So, same thing applies as before. You actually have a lot more places to go. And what you want to do is a little complicated. We're gonna try to do this without too much loss, but call her from over here, and then... And... you know, it would be really nice if it could stop getting sent to purgatory, okay? I only got snatched like twice. Yeesh. So we'll go right this time, and this will take us somewhere slightly different. Even though we still, I think, have 2 more cycles of that, which is terrifying. But, once again, Mono's silver axe, hand axe, hatchet. Yes, Maxwell's silver hatchet came down upon her head.